I went through Ludwig's entire career to figure out how rich he is. All of these numbers end in December of 2021 for simplicity's sake. One of Ludwig's most popular income sources has to be YouTube, where he's made an astonishing $1,169,115. Unlike for my video for J-Schlatt, I won't be taking the random Social Blade average. I'll actually be calculating an individual CPM for each YouTube channel and then just timesing that by the views. Let's say that this main channel has a CPM of around $1.87.5. Let's give his Clips channel a generous nickel CPM, I'm not even kidding. Considering it's short-form content mixed with shorts, I can imagine the CPM is dog shit. Now, considering that Mogul Mail is pretty much a drama channel at this point and is a little bit more let's give it a generous CPM of $2. And all things considered, I think Ludwig's VOD's channel probably has a CPM of around $3. Now, if you take all of Ludwig's channels and combine the views, you get 632,670,000, which is pitiful compared to my 1.5K. Now, if you're liking the content so far, make sure to subscribe. If you don't, I'll literally never forgive you. I spit everywhere when I said that. And if you want to see how that original figure at the start was split up between his different YouTube channels, here it is now. Now, time for his Twitch streaming income.
You're a Twitch streamer. Fuck! What the fuck is going on?
Now, we'll only be counting the money he made after he quit his job. After he got fired from his job. From this clip here.
Guys, I started streaming exactly 9 months ago yesterday, but it's time to take it to the next step. So starting today, I have left my job and I will now be streaming full-time on twitch.tv/Ludwig Is.
Now, prior to the Twitch leak, let's just give him a cool $25,000. It's a nice round figure and I pulled it out of my ass. Now, luckily for us, the security of a multi-billion-dollar company was like easily breached by some guy in a fucking Dell laptop. Thanks man, you're a lifesaver. Ludwig made a solid $3,290,777.55 off of Twitch. Now, you're probably saying, Hudson, how the fuck did he make triple what he made off YouTube? You gotta remember, I'm very conservative with my numbers. I don't want to be like, he made $3 quintillion. That being said, I would be a fool to use anything but the direct source of how much you made on Twitch. Not only that, but this video has nothing to do with like the percentage that companies take paying mods, editors, designers, managers, reinvestments, taxes, or just general costs. This is like revenue. Not only that, but we're not taking into consideration the fact that Ludwig signs exclusivity deals with, at this point now, multiple companies, and that probably is also a big chunk of change. And for post-Twitch leak, let's just give him a solid 50K. And a measly yearly salary for the average American, why not? For a combined total of, throughout the year, streaming $3,365,775.55. Now time for sponsorships.
You guys are making it, I gotta pee. You guys are making it.
Now, Wallet Hacks says that streamers make anywhere from a cent to $1 per view per hour. I asked Ludwig's Reddit about all the companies that have sponsored him, and I got this list right here. Now, I'm aware that this might not be 100% accurate, but it's the best guess I have considering I'm not going through terabytes worth of streams for a random Firehouse sub sponsor. Go fuck yourself. For a sponsored stream, we have the figures of 18,000 views on average for 6 hours and 50 cents a viewer. For a sponsored Mogul Money stream, we have the same figures except for 5 hours and 23,000 views. Now, for this, we won't be taking into consideration the thousands of dollars of therapy needed for the loss of self-respect Lud faced after he got a Taco Bell sponsorship. Now, all of these numbers pulled together, thankfully, the Ludwig's Reddit, thank you Ludwig's Reddit. Jesus Christ, I would not be here without you. We have a grand total of $2,121,000. Ludwig's merch.
It's like Summit's tweet.
Now, I understand that all of my calculations have been terrible. I am not happy at all about this one right here. This one's bad. I'm giving you full permission to roast the fuck out of it. There are two types of YouTuber merch, external and internal. Internal merch for Ludwig would represent more Mogul moves, and that's about it. External merch would represent more U2s, stuff like that. Now, to calculate the revenue that Ludwig made from his Mogul moves, I'll be using a combination of the Mogul Moves Twitter account and the Wayback Machine. Now, let's say that the money made on the hats is around $9, the money made on the shirts are $11, sweatshirts are $13, sweaters are $15, and jackets are $20. 2019, he probably sold around 2,000 units per item. I have about 4 snapshots for 2019, consisting of 2 hats, shirts, and sweatshirts for the first one. Now, for snapshots 2, he had 1 sweater, 2 sweatshirts, a shirt, and 2 hats, and it was the same for snapshots 3 and 4. Now, if we counted snapshots 2 through 4 as just one, we would get a figure of 256,000 $1,000, which is a hefty chunk of change. But if you think that's how we'll be doing the rest of this math, what we're gonna do is take this figure here and then multiply it by how his fan base grew. Multiplying all these figures together, but minusing 78% for 2019 sales, because I don't even really think he sold merch for the entirety of 2019. We get a total amount of $3,046,400 off Mogul Moves alone. No, my camera died, shit. Making it truly a mogul move. Now if we use the math from my JShlat video for how we calculate YouTube's income, we get a grand total of merch for $3,076,100.
What's your fursona?
On the day I hit 500.
I feel like I should just rename this part podcast, because even in my JShart video, this part was literally just the podcast and pretty much nothing else. But Ludwig has a podcast with 3 other people. It's called The Meter. I'm Canadian, get fucked. The CPM on podcasts is relatively high, so let's assume it's $3.25. Not only that, but the podcast has a Patreon, bringing in a whopping $104,654.23 a month. Now, the entire podcast has been around for about a half a year, but just multiplying the past number by 6 would make you quite the silly billy, because we're not taking into consideration they probably grew that number, didn't just start at that number. So let's use a multiple of 4.5 for a full figure of $621,437.50. Now, with a 1/5 cut, let's give Mr. Ogren a payout of $124,287.50 for his podcastian efforts, leading to a grand total of, drumroll please, $8,235,280.05. Watch this video if you want to see how rich JShlat is.